think we can allow you for 3 minutes. The first person will be Alan Bartlett, followed by Gail Lewis. Alan?
Thank you guys for letting me speak. That was a great moment just now. And I just want to thank all the veterans, the ones that are still here, because I think a veteran cemetery will be a great thing out at the great park. I wanted to talk tonight to go in a little bit of a different direction, since this is public comments, and there was actually a little bit of news yesterday about the park. And I think people are starting to realize what has happened out there. There was a deposition by our CEO of the park, by Mike Ellzey, and he really I don't know what the word to describe it is, but when you read it, it is shocking. It tells what went on out there the last few years, and I'm gonna, instead of using my own words, I think what I want to do is I just want to read some quotes, because some of them I laughed at, some of them I wanted to cry. I mean, it was I think it was a lot of what some of us had suspected for a long time. So this is Mike Ellzey in his deposition, which, by the way, is on the city's website right now. The Great Park Corporation was not allowed to seek services from other firms in an effort to secure superior technical skills or lower costs. At the direction of the power structure, made up by Larry Agron, Arnold Ford, and Yehidi Gaffin at the design studio, all planning and design work was to go through the studio. The design studio consistently insisted on performing design, construction management, construction administration for all projects. This arrangement does not reflect responsible industry practice. That was our CEO that just said that. But he goes on. There's a lot more. Believe me, there was a lot more. Design management under GAFCON for a project of this scope and complexity was at times incompetent, disorganized, too expensive, and politicized. The design studio team did not have a California licensed architect of record. No architect of record. That's something. The design studio team did not have a dedicated California licensed civil engineer. No civil engineer? For a firm we paid over $40 million to? Really? Wow. The design studio exposed a practice of hiring relatively inexperienced and unqualified staff for a project of this scope and complexity, and yet systematically employed a practice of charging premium rates. That was the statement of Mike Ellzey. Since my time is almost wrapping up here, there was one part of the deposition. Questioned, this was Mike Ellzey, this is the attorney, was this the worst product you had ever seen in your career? Answer, yes, and others will say so too. Going up further, all I know is Arnold was Larry's voice into the project. I have no idea what they did most of the time, or what they had going most of the time. But Arnold was, and I don't even know whether he was the kind of guy in The Wizard of Oz, where behind the curtain is somebody, some scrawny guy. But, and this is in bold here, but Arnold presented himself and portrayed himself and acted as a mafioso type guy.
Will you wrap it up?
Yes. So I guess Tony Soprano was not available, Councilman Agron, wasn't he? Thank you for letting me share this. I encourage all those folks watching at home to go read this deposition. You'll get a enlightening read. Thank you.